oh, see the background's gonna be Naruto. I mean, Death Note. But still, let's go. My bad. Hold on, y'all. Yeah, it's dark, like dark, y'all.
Sleeping skulls.
I win again. No hard feelings, right?
Hey there, Ryu. Would kill you to join us. You should come play with us for a change.
No, I'll pass.
Listen for the voice of God and follow it. And know that in time you will find yourself. Youngin, are you still with us? Can you please translate the following sentence into English?
Follow the teachings of God and receive his blessings, and so it shall be that the seas will again become bountiful, and the raging storms will subside.
Today, at approximately 11 a.m., a 32-year-old man was found stabbed to death in his apartment in the city of Yokohama, Kanagawa Prefecture. Kanagawa police are treating this case as homicide.
In other words, a suspected murderer, Naoki Kofuji, was arrested in the district of Shibuya, Tokyo. He is being held in custody facing murder charges.
Excuse me again.
Another noticeable consequence is the extinction of many species of the planet.
Species are now becoming extinct at a faster rate than has ever occurred in our recorded history.
Sorry about that.
Death Note, as in a notebook of death. How to use it? The human whose name is written in this notebook shall die. It's pretty lame. Not to mention twisted. It's really not that different from one of those chain letters you get. The human whose name is written in this notebook shall die? Come on. There must be something wrong with me to even consider it. This note will not take effect unless the writer has the person's face in their mind when writing his or her name. Therefore, people sharing the same name will not be affected. If the cause of death is written within 40 seconds of writing the person's name, it will happen. If the cause of death is not specified, the person will simply die of a heart attack. After writing the cause of death, details of the death should be written in the next 6 minutes and 40 seconds. So depending on the person you have in mind, you can either kill them easily or painfully, huh? This is pretty detailed for a prank, I'll give them that. So I write a name and that person dies. Like anyone would believe that. Wait, on the off chance someone really dies, would that make me a murderer? Yeah, right. It's completely impossible.
The same assailant who attacked 6 people at a busy shopping district in Shinjuku yesterday has struck again, taking 8 people hostage at this daycare center.
I feel about that.
Captors include both children and teachers. The police have now identified the suspect as 42-year-old Kuro Otoharada, currently unemployed. We expect negotiations to begin immediately.
A heart attack in 40 seconds. We'll see.
At the present time, that's all the police are telling us.
You can't help but feel concerned for the safety of those hostages.
You're absolutely right. We'll continue to monitor the situation from here.
Thank you for that report. What do you make of this, Mr. Hashimoto?
Well, one can only hope for a quick resolution to this situation.
Looks like the notebook doesn't work. Oh well, I didn't expect it to anyway.
Wait, we're seeing something here. Looks like movement at the front entrance.
The hostages are coming out, and they all look to be unharmed. The special forces are taking action. They're moving in. We don't know if the suspect's been arrested. Huh? Yes? Okay, we now have confirmation. The suspect has been found dead inside. I repeat, the suspect is now dead. The special forces are denying allegations that they shot the suspect.
So it's quite possible he was feeling cornered and decided to commit suicide?
Well, according to statements from the hostages, the suspect just suddenly collapsed.
Heart attack? No way. It's coincidence. This has to be a coincidence.
Bye. It's already 6:30, you know. Don't you have grad school tonight?
Yeah, I'll be ready in just a sec. Death note. It's unlikely, but if by chance this thing is for real, I have to test it one more time. In which case, it should probably be another criminal. But if he's too well known, that'll be a problem. If he dies, there's a good possibility the news of his death will be covered up. I need to see results right away.
Hey, real buddy. What is it, Sudo? Didn't you want to lend me $20? Huh? Again? But I can't do that.
Pseudo. Maybe I should try killing him. No, I should definitely avoid killing people I know. And again, does it even really matter? I mean, would anyone really care if a guy like him was to disappear one day?
Sweet! Looks like we'll be hanging at the arcade after school.
Having a speed dating party tomorrow. You want to come?
Yeah, of course.
Oh, there's no way I'm missing that.
Damn it! Why is my mom so useless? She's never here to pick me up on time!
Once you actually start looking around, it makes you wonder if you'd be doing society a favor by getting rid of all these people.
Hey, baby! Where are you going? Come have a little fun with us.
That's our taco for you. This guy can spot a hottie a mile away.
What's up, little lady? The name's Taco Shibuimaru. What do you say? Come hang out with us, pretty lady.
Please, I don't want any trouble.
You hear that? She doesn't want trouble.
Thank you.
Ah.
Let's go, boys.
this.
That's true, but I've dropped my death note. You really messed things up, didn't you?
Hold on a sec. Didn't you already trick the old man to get a second book? Don't tell me you dropped both of them.
You must have some idea where you dropped the thing.
Yeah.
The human world. What?
What a nice surprise. I wasn't expecting you home so early.
Yeah. Hi, Mom. It's because... oh, the results of the nationwide exams.
I've been waiting all day.
Here.
Goodness, number 1 again. These are the highest scores you've had.
Yeah, I guess. I'm going to study in my room, so please don't interrupt me, okay?
As you wish. Oh, Light, do you want anything at all, dear? You can ask for whatever you like.
No, I'm fine, Mom. Thanks, though. I've already got what I want.
You've taken quite a liking to it. No reason to act surprised. I am the Shinigami of Yuke. That used to be my notebook. Judging by your laughter, you've already figured out that what you have is no ordinary notebook.
Shinigami. The god of death, huh? Well, I'm not surprised. In fact, Ryuk, I've been waiting for you.
Oh,
I've already figured out that this death note I found is real. It didn't take me long. And now that I've witnessed the proof of its power, I only feel more confident in what I'm gonna do.
that's interesting. I certainly wasn't expecting this. Several death notes have made their way into the human world in the past, but you're the first to have written this many names. Look at how many people you've killed in only 5 days. Most are reluctant to write this much.
I've already prepared myself, Ryuk. I used the notebook even though I knew it belonged to a Shinigami. And now that Shinigami has come. So what'll happen to me? You're here to take my soul, right?
What do you mean? Is that some fantasy you humans came up with? I'm not gonna do anything to you. The notebook becomes part of the human realm from the very moment it touches the earth. In other words, the notebook is now yours.
This is mine.
If you don't want it, just give it to someone else. But if you give it away, I'd have no choice but to erase your memories of the notebook.
So then, you're saying I can use the death note all I want and I won't be punished?
Let's just say this. You will feel the fear and pain known only to humans who've used the notebook. And when it's your time to die, it will fall on me to write your name in my death note. Be warned, any human who's used a death note can neither go to heaven nor hell for eternity. That's all. Now you have something to look forward to after you die.
Light?
It'll be all right. Answer it.
What is it?
I thought you'd like some apples. The neighbors brought them over for us. Why on earth is it so dark in your room? You ruin your eyesight.
What's going on? Mom can't see him?
That notebook you found originally belonged to me. And since you're now using it, you are the only one who's able to see me. And of course, my voice can only be heard by you. In other words, the Death Note is the bond between Light, the human, and Ryuk, the Shinigami.
question I want to ask you. Why was I chosen for this? Hey, are you even listening?
Apples in the human world are worth the trip. What's the best way to describe these? Juicy?
Just answer my question.
I didn't choose you. Don't you see this is all just an accident? You actually thought you were chosen because you're so smart or something? Don't be so vain. It just happened to fall around here and you just happened to pick it up. And that's all there is to it. That's why I wrote the instructions in English, the most popular language in the human world.
Then why did you drop it in the first place? You even wrote down specific instructions, so don't try to tell me this was an accident.
You're asking me why? I did it because I was bored.
You were bored?
The truth is, Shinigami haven't got much to do these days. Most of the time we're either taking naps or gambling. If you take the time to write names in your death note, the others just laugh at you for working so hard. Even if you wrote the name of another Shinigami, it'd be pointless because they wouldn't die. And since we live in the Shinigami realm, it brings us no amusement to kill those in the human world either. So I figured I'd have more fun if I came down here myself. Anyway, I'm surprised at how many names you've written. But I want to know why you only wrote the cause of death for that guy who was hit by the truck.
If you don't write down the cause of death, the victim dies of a heart attack. And that's probably the best thing about the death note, Ryuk.
Huh?
You see, I've already exhausted the list of the world's major criminals. And eventually I'm gonna get rid of them all.
What's the point of doing that?
It's only a matter of time before people figure out that these criminals are being eliminated by someone. I want the world to know of my existence. That there's someone out there passing righteous judgment on the wicked.
Why even bother? What are you trying to achieve by passing judgment on them? I mean, why do you care?
Because I've been bored too. I wasn't ready to believe it at first, but it's obvious now. There's something about the Death Note itself that makes humans want to try it out at least once. I killed Emoze. I killed 2 men. Those were human lives. It won't be overlooked. Besides, who am I to pass judgment on others? No, wait. Maybe I'm wrong. This is exactly what I've been thinking about lately. This world is rotting, and those who are making it rot deserve to die. Someone has to do it, so why not me? Even if it means sacrificing my own mind and soul, it's worth it. Because the world can't go on like this. I wonder, what if someone else had picked up this notebook? Is there anyone out there other than me who'd be willing to eliminate the vermin from the world? If I don't do it, then who will? That's just it, there's no one. But I can do it. In fact, I'm the only one who can. I'll do it. Using the Death Note, I'll change the world. The world one name at a time, so that eventually no one will ever do anything evil again. And while the truly guilty ones who deserve to be punished for their crimes die of heart attacks, the people who are less guilty but who still make trouble for others will slowly be erased through disease and accidental death. Then, and only then, the world will start moving in the right direction. It'll be a new world, free of injustice and populated by people who I've judged to be honest, kind, and hardworking.
But if you did that, it would make you the only bad person left.
I have no idea what you're talking about. I'm a hard-working honor student who's considered to be one of Japan's best and brightest. And I will become the god of this new world.
Well, okay, well, to be honest, that's actually pretty good. No lie. Actually, that was awesome. First episode of Death Note makes sense to me, actually, because, you know, he lives in this world a bit too much to get somewhere. But that's what I want to show you. Let me just show you where I earned that. If you went to California or LA High, you know, let me just show you this. Sorry about that. Oh, you can see it, right? Like 2013 AAE Most Improved Filmmaker, Jordan Bonner. So that's what I want to show you. Because I was in film class before, and I was pretty cool. Made movies, made short movies, made class movie water signs. I got that award just because of water signs, you know. Once from an F to A, just for making a movie, a short movie. It was good, but let's go back on, you know, the second one. Yeah, we're gonna keep the lighting though. Sorry about that.
Whose name is written in this notebook shall die. Now, what will happen? The Death Note. It's for real.
Any human who's used a Death Note can neither go to heaven nor hell for eternity.
I want the world to know of my existence. That there's someone out there passing righteous judgment on the wicked. And I will become the god of this new world.
He found himself overwhelmed with happiness and satisfaction, knowing that at long last his dream had finally come true. So what happened with your dad after that? All right then, Yagami, please recite this line for us.
Sure. Having finally made his dream a reality, he was overwhelmed, both by the magnitude of his achievement and by the joy and happiness that it brought him.
That was very well done, but I'm not surprised, of course. Absolutely flawless. Very good. Well then, leave it at that for today.
Fun could never end. How do you do this every day? It's so boring here. Hey, where you going? Hey, Light, are you listening to me?
Don't talk to me. Unlike you, people can still hear me when I talk out loud.
Well, aren't you boring?
Hey, what's up, Light? We were just gonna head down.
Sorry, I'm a little busy today.
You don't have anything to do. Aren't you just gonna go home and hang out in your room as usual?
What are you talking about? Of course I have something to do. Yes, something very important.
There was more violence across the city today. Another stabbing, this time at a restaurant in the heart of the Kabukicho district of Shinjuku.
Following a huge exchange
I'm talking to you.
What is it?
Why are you working so hard?
I can't afford to waste any time. I have a very small window to write names in this notebook. I only have from when I get home from school until I go to bed. I still need to sleep so I can maintain my average and stay at the top of my class. Obviously, I can't be sleeping in class. Plus, there's all the studying at home and at cram school. I can't let myself get too tired. It'll start to affect my health and my mental performance. If I'm serious about trying to create an ideal world that's free from evil, then I need to make the most of my time.
Peter. Hey, look, what's going on? Why is your door locked?
It's Sayu. What is it?
Can you help me with my homework?
Yeah, okay.
We're doing quadratic equations in math. Sorry to interrupt. I know you're studying right now, but I'm like the only person in my class who doesn't get this stuff. Thanks so much.
No problem.
I'd be careful if I were you. If anyone else touches that notebook you've got hidden in the drawer right now, they'll be able to see me too.
He waits till now to mention that important detail? Damn Shinigami.
What's wrong? Are you alright?
It's nothing. So, what exactly don't you understand? What are you stuck on?
Well, I think all of it.
There have been 52 deaths that we're aware of, and that's just in the past week.
Every single one of them involved a heart attack.
They were all criminals who were either being held in prison or who were wanted by police for outstanding crimes. And I think it's safe to say that there are other criminals whose deaths are unaccounted for.
In which case, the death toll could be well over 100.
Morning, Chief. They started the meeting without you.
That's fine. I had to take an urgent call from headquarters. At any rate, these were criminals who were probably facing execution sooner or later. Perhaps we should. Why should it matter whether it's a criminal or someone innocent? Last time I checked, murder was still murder.
It's still too early to consider these a homicide.
Then how did all these people have heart attacks at the exact same time? That's not coincidence, it's murder.
You think it's possible to simultaneously kill all these people in different locations?
We're treating this as an elaborate murder plot that's been carried out by a large organization. If it is a large organization, I'm sure I'm not alone in suspecting the FBI or CIA. I dare you to say that again! Now, this is not the time to be joking around. We need to confirm that these are indeed homicides and not coincidences.
How? Autopsy results show that in all of these cases, the victims died of a sudden heart attack.
Investigating a series of heart attacks is pointless. I don't see what else we can learn. Absolutely. If these people have been shot or stabbed, at least we'd have something to go on. If that's the case, it looks as if we'll have no choice but to bring in Al.
Chief, what's this Elda talking about?
Right. I forgot that it's your first time at this conference. We don't know Al's real name or whereabouts. In fact, we still don't even know what he looks like. However, he's managed to solve every case he's ever taken on. And he's tackled some of the greatest mysteries this world has ever known. He hides in the shadows, but he's the best of the best. A last resort, our trump card. But I've heard this Al is extremely arrogant. I understand he'll only take on cases that he's personally interested in.
That's exactly right. Besides, we don't even know how to contact him.
Al is already on the move. Gentlemen, Al has already begun his investigation into these incidents.
What? Huh? Who's that?
That man's the only known person who can contact Al. Nobody knows his true identity either. Please be silent. Al would now like to address the delegates.
Greetings to all of you at the ICPO. What are we doing here anyway? I don't understand why we're sneaking around this dump. Tell me.
Isn't it obvious? You told me that anyone who touches the Death Note will be able to see me. I can't afford to carry something this dangerous with me anymore. Up until now, I thought that if my family ever saw the notebook, I could tell them I was keeping records of various criminals in preparation for becoming a detective one day. But I'm walking a very fine line right now. I don't want to think about it, but if I make one mistake, I might end up killing my own family. The difficult
commits an atrocious act of mass murder, one that is unforgivable. This case cannot be solved without the full cooperation of the RCPO, that is, all of the police organizations you represent throughout the world. You need to make the decision to fully support the investigation at this meeting. Also, I require additional cooperation from Japan's National Police Agency.
What? Why Japan in particular?
Whether the guilty party is an individual or a group, there's a strong possibility that they're Japanese. Even if they're not, we can be sure they're hiding in Japan.
What is all this based on?
Why Japan wins? I think I'll be able to provide you with proof of it after I directly confront the company.
A direct confrontation?
At any rate, I would like to set up the investigation headquarters in Japan.
That was easier to make than I thought it'd be.
Does that mean you were able to hide the notebook?
Yeah. I hid it right here in this drawer.
But it doesn't seem to be particularly well hidden. You left the key in the lock.
And that's the whole point. I intentionally left the key in the most noticeable place I could think of.
Isn't that just a regular diary?
That's what it is. I'm guessing that once most people find the diary inside my desk, that'll probably satisfy their curiosity. But the real key is this. Just an everyday item that you'd expect to find lying around on my desk. A regular ballpoint pen. And all I need is this part.
So that's the key?
Yeah. If you look closely, you'll find that there's a small hole underneath the drawer. Then you just insert this.
Ah, a fake bottom. The diary will distract most people, so I doubt anyone will find it.
But that's not all. Even if someone figures out that there's a fake base, I've set things up so that there's no way they could get their hands on the notebook. You see, once the ink reservoir is inserted, it acts as an insulator, preventing the flow of electricity around this circuit. When the fake base of the drawer is put back, this piece of rubber also prevents the flow of electricity. However, if someone were to try and force the bottom of the drawer open, the circuit would connect, and that would ignite the gasoline contained in this thin plastic casing, instantly setting the notebook on fire. The way I've got it set up, all the evidence would be completely destroyed. If I'm ever questioned, I'll just say that I was hiding the real diary because I didn't want anyone to see it. It sounds like a pretty believable excuse. I mean, it is my diary after all.
I've heard of humans finding death notes in the past, and typically the biggest problem they have is finding a good place to hide it. But you, Light, you're probably the first to have given it this much thought, though it's a pretty risky setup from the look of it. If you make even the slightest mistake, you could be badly burned.
Risky? You say the strangest things sometimes, and this whole thing has been a risk since the very beginning, from the moment I obtained the death note. I'm sorry, but compared to that, this doesn't even qualify as a risk to me. In fact, it actually protects me. It all comes down to a choice. Would I prefer to be executed or deal with a little house fire?
Last night in the West Tokyo Penitentiary, Naoki Kurotokayama, originally sentenced to 15 years for armed robbery, is reported to have died of a sudden heart attack at the age of 32. This is just the most recent death in a steadily growing number of cases involving inmates dying.
This is unbelievable. Criminals are dropping like flies lately.
It's a little scary, but at the same time, it's kind of cool.
Yeah, just make sure you don't do anything bad.
I wouldn't be surprised if the police were behind this.
No way. The police don't have that kind of power. Don't you know about him, huh?
About who?
Kira. You know, Kira.
I wonder who's going to be killed next.
You should check this out. Websites like this are popping up everywhere lately.
The legend of Kira the Savior. Huh. Sounds pretty cool. Is this about you?
Yeah, I think they've taken the name Kira from the English word killer. Can't say I'm too happy about that, but it looks like that's the name they decided to give me. When I search the word Kira, I'm pulling up tons of sites just like this one. The media hasn't picked up on it. They're still calling this a succession of unexplained deaths among the world's most hardened criminals. But the people of the world can already sense that there's something happening.
They know there's someone out there passing righteous judgment.
Sorry, guys.
Beings are like that for you. Although this would probably never happen in school, let's say that students were asked to discuss whether bad people deserve to die. Well, you can bet that everyone would give the politically correct answer.
It's just wrong to kill people.
That's what they're bound to say. Of course, that's the correct response to this, right? Humans will always try to maintain appearances when they're in public. That's just how we are. But this is how they... Most are too afraid to support me as they're worried about what others will think. Many would rather deny my existence. But on the internet, where you can remain anonymous, support for Kira is growing. Maybe people are afraid to say it out loud, but they all understand what's happening. Someone's making the bad guys disappear one by one. Those who have done no wrong are cheering for Kira in their hearts because they have nothing to fear, while those who have done wrong are on the run. They're forced to hide from an unknown enemy. This is how it should be. It's perfect. Everything is going just like I planned.
We'd like to apologize for the interruption. As of now, we're bringing you a live worldwide broadcast from the ICPO. What, are we connected now? Oh, we have a feed. Okay.
We now take you live to the ICPO. I head up an international police task force which includes all member nations. I am Lind L. Taylor, otherwise known as L.
Who is this guy?
So this is how it all begins.
Sir, I don't get it. He's never actually shown his face before, right? Why would he choose to do it now?
It must mean El's serious about this. El, you followed every single one of your orders. Now it's time for you to prove what you said to the ICPO.
Criminals around the world are being murdered by a serial killer. I consider this crime to be the most atrocious act of murder in history. I will not rest until the person or persons responsible are brought to justice. Kira, I will hunt you down. I will find you.
He seems certain he'll catch you. That fool. He'll never find me. He'll have to get this first. And as long as the police don't find it, there won't be any evidence to convict me. Which means catching me will be absolutely impossible. I anticipated that the police would get involved and that something like this might happen.
Kira, I've got a pretty good idea what your motivation might be, and I can guess what you hope to achieve. However, what you're doing right now is evil.
You think I'm evil? I am justice! I protect the innocent and those who fear evil. I'm the one who will become the god of a new world that everyone desires. All those who would oppose that god, they are the ones who are truly evil. I guess you're just too stupid, El. Too bad. This could have been a lot more interesting if you'd only been a bit smarter. I'll show the world what happens when you cross me. The entire world is watching. L. 5 more seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. What's wrong? You got nothing else to say?
I heard the test is just in case, but I never thought it would actually happen. Kira, it seems you can kill people without having to be there in person. I wouldn't have believed it if I hadn't just witnessed it. Listen to me, Kira. If you did indeed kill Lynn L. Taylor, the man you just saw die on television, I should tell you that he was an inmate whose execution was scheduled for today. That was not me.
What?
The police arrested him in absolute secrecy, so you wouldn't have heard about him on TV or through the internet. It appears that not even you have access to information about these types of criminals.
He got you there.
Sorry, y'all.
But I assure you, hell is real. I do exist. Now, try to kill me.
You bastard.
Perhaps.
Too far. Are you trying to kill yourself now? What's going on? Look, it's Kira versus Al. Live broadcast
We decided to broadcast to the content first because of its large population, and luckily we found you. To be completely honest with you, I never expected that things would go this well, but it won't be too long now before I am able to sentence you to death.
Al has certainly lived up to his reputation.
He proved that Kira exists, that the deaths were murders, and that he is here in Japan.
Naturally, I'm very interested to know how you're able to commit these murders without being present. But I don't mind waiting a little bit longer.
You can answer all of my questions when I catch you.
Let's meet again soon. Kira.
Really? He's going to sentence me to death? Sounds interesting. I accept your challenge, El.
Each of them has to hunt down the other without knowing the other's name or face. And the first one whose identity is revealed will die. Blue ones are so much fun.
Kira. I will hunt you down wherever you're hiding, and I will eliminate you. I am justice.
Well, what do you guys think about that? I mean, it's pretty interesting. But next will be Naruto, because actually Naruto is actually my favorite anime, manga and all that. But yes, next is Naruto. Maybe Tokyo Ghoul, but you know, but I like Naruto. We're gonna watch it to where I'm about to finish it, to where on Naruto you have it like. I don't know. In Naruto, where I'm gonna finish it to where I'm on when the end of it, like how I explain it. It's more like I'm gonna finish it to where the last couple episodes of Naruto. By the way, the movie Boruto is pretty good. I mean, that was pretty good, no lie. I like all the Naruto movies, especially when Naruto, Minato, and Kushina, and all them. But that's my favorite character of all Naruto's. Well, from Naruto period, will be Sasuke Uchiha. Like, that guy's awesome. Alright then.
I'm not the one who's going to find El. I can let the police do that.
I'll let y'all watch this part.
That's when I'll eliminate him. Looks like I may be able to provide you with more entertainment.
Okay. Yes, if you want to know what app I'm on, well, when you eat poop, that's kind of gay. I'm just playing. No, it's not. It's on. Okay, well, look it up. It's on X. Well, hold on. Anime XD. Yeah, so it's anime. By the way, I have to watch before I go to Naruto. I don't think. No, no one cares. Okay, well, that's actually a good movie. No, I don't have one either. No, that's actually a good ass movie. Okay, I actually watched. What was it? Okay, it's not here. But I actually watched a good show the other day. Forgot what it was called. But anyways, let's go to it. Naruto Uzumaki. Naruto. It's been pretty far Naruto, so I have to do like. Hold on. By the way, it does show all that Naruto stuff, so just bear with me here. Sasuke. No, we're not gonna be watching Naruto Kid. Damn. That Bleach, I actually like that. I like one Bleach. I like him. He's pretty cool. Now, Naruto. I'm actually pretty far, so. This is done now. I'm stupid. It might be in Japan, but the language, I mean, like, who cares? I don't mind it in Japan, actually. I'm getting closer, I think. Hold on. I don't know if I'm on this one or not. Oh, sorry about that. Too close. Yeah, I'm also connected to my Xbox One, so let's do this. It did load. So yeah, let's just go from here. Let's go and watch that until I actually get to where I am. Yeah, I think I found where I am. Nope. Hold on, y'all.
態度を見せるということか。そういうことじゃない。俺が個人的に思ったことだ。そんな。
Sorry about this, guys. That's annoying. I forget it. I just let you guys watch. Forget all that, bro. I forgot where I was. No lie. Let's just watch another one before I go. Yeah, so that's Naruto. That's my favorite picture. What do you guys actually want to watch? Like, okay. Well, next time you guys actually do the Naruto thing. But next time, see y'all later. Subscribe to my channel. Thanks.